I think many of us grew up with the idea that we have to be strong all the time and that we have to be able to handle everything. And by everything, I mean everything. Physical burdens, mental burdens, any kind of load, work, money, problems, relationships, absolutely everything. And this is simply because, well, that's supposed to be what it means to be a real man, right? Being strong all the time, not letting your feelings win, being able to handle everything absolutely all the time. I think by now you've probably figured out where this video is going because honestly, I still have no idea what thumbnail or title this video will have. But, well, if you're here watching, it must mean it didn't turn out too bad. And I think you've also figured out that this video is mainly aimed at men. That doesn't mean that if you're a woman watching this, you should click away. No. In fact, I invite you to stay because I think this is something that benefits everyone. I don't think it's something exclusive to men. However, I do think there are things that happen especially to men, and that's what I'll be talking about here. I know that over 80% of the people on this channel are men, but I also know there's a female audience here, and I'm thankful for that. So, I don't know, say hi in the comments. Maybe leave your top 5 favorite ice cream flavors or something. Now, picking up where we left off, like I said, this is probably a video that's going to resonate more with men. Why? Because what I said at the start is a very common belief among many of us that we always have to be strong, always able to handle everything, and that certain things are considered weaknesses. For example, crying. Many times we consider crying in men as a weakness, as a sign that you're not that strong. I know some people will think, that's an old idea. Nobody believes that anymore. But if you knew how many people still believe it, you, you, you'd be surprised. And maybe you're watching this video thinking, well, I still believe that. I'm not here to judge you or tell you you're wrong. But I do invite you to listen because maybe, just maybe, you'll change your perspective. Honestly, I think we can partly blame the internet for this. There are a lot of creators out there, and I know I find that shark analogy both funny and extreme because what it's really saying is that 100% of the times you cry in front of a woman, it will end badly, just like bleeding in front of a shark would. Basically, it's saying you're doomed. From this moment on, I know this video will generate debate. Some will agree with me and some will strongly disagree. But I honestly think the belief that crying in front of your partner, specifically a woman, is a sign of weakness or that it will make her leave you is ridiculous. Often we speak from personal experience. If it happened to me, then it must be true. And I'm not here to make fun of anyone who believes that because most likely, if you believe it, it's because it happened to you. And if that's the case, I'm sorry because that's a tough situation. But here's the thing. I don't think the problem has ever been crying. I think crying is one of the most human things we can do. Sometimes we need to stop dividing everything into men and women and start seeing it as just humans. We also need to question why we believe what we believe, because a lot of the time, we don't even know where these ideas came from. The truth is, not crying doesn't make you stronger. Bottling things up does real harm, not just emotionally, but physically. I used to get sick a lot because I'd hold things in. If I was sad, I held back tears. If I was angry, I swallowed it. If I was overwhelmed, I forced myself not to cry because I thought it made me look weak. But over time, you learn you can't always handle everything. And that's not a weakness. In fact, I think the real weakness is refusing to feel, pretending you're fine, and swallowing your emotions. There's more strength in admitting you're vulnerable than in denying it. If I can give one piece of advice to men watching this, don't hide what you feel, especially not from someone you trust, like your partner. If crying in front of your partner is enough for them to leave you or think less of you, the problem isn't you. it's the relationship. And if someone walks away from you just because you were vulnerable, that says a lot more about them than about you. The reality is, mental health in men is often neglected. Many times, when a man is going through a low point, he doesn't even consider talking to someone because he thinks asking for help is a sign of weakness. We've been taught that we should handle everything alone, that if we can't, we're not man enough. And those thoughts are toxic. They do a lot of damage. That's why I recommend that if you're going through a hard time right now, ask for help. Talk to someone. Because not talking, not feeling, not expressing, those things don't make you stronger. They make you weaker. Here's the reality. Mental health in men is often overlooked. And when we look at it from a global perspective, the numbers are alarming. According to the World Health Organization, around 703,000 people die by suicide every year worldwide, and roughly 3 out of every 4 of them are men. This doesn't mean women don't face serious problems, we all do, but it does highlight how deeply rooted some of these harmful beliefs are among men, making them less likely to seek help, open up, or show vulnerability. So before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this. If you're going through something right now, don't face it alone. Reach out, talk to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a mentor. Asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. And while you do that, keep working on yourself. Read. Learn. Train your mind the same way you train your body. Build habits that protect your mental health and surround yourself with people and environments that make you stronger. Life will always have its challenges, but a well-trained, well-cared-for mind is your best shield. Take care of it. Take care of you.